We was on the bottom, yeah. Now we headed to the top. New level. On my level, don't see anybody. I don't see him. This right here could never stop. This could never stop. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. Hey, this right here could never stop. Hold up, nah, nah. One time. Hey. I live on the job, right? Yeah, I'm always at work, right? Real people stay by me, right? Haters wanna do hurt, right? Know they tryna stop me, right? Drag my name through dirt, right? I don't feed into the hate, right? I just answer with a smirk, facts. I feel so special, facts. I know my worth, facts. My bloodline royal, facts. We the kings of the earth, right? You can't stop this, nah. You can't stop this, no way.
These gangbangers, right? Are they not doing evil? Yeah, because guess what? They killing a brother that looks just like them, right? They doing drive-bys in the neighborhood where our mothers live, where our daughters live. So guess what? The strong black man got to stand up and say, guess what? No more of that in our neighborhood. Because guess what? If we don't stand up, who's going to stand up and do it? Because think about this, right? Think about this, D. The police patrol our neighborhoods all day, every day, right? But guess what? The gangbangers still killing. The dope dealers still serving dope to our people. So guess what? The police not here to protect our people. God is say what?
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Read on.
Unless the Lord have been my help.
So guess what, D? The only solution we got is not to pick up guns, right? Not to put hands on the young man, but guess what? Teach them the right way to go, right? Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. Because guess what? We was raised in the hoods, right? What we growed up doing? What we growed up doing, though, D? We growed up doing the same thing, so guess what the young man doing? They following behind our footsteps. So guess what we got to do? Now we got to go back to the neighborhood and show them, listen, little bro, we can't live like that. Because what's the outcome of living that lifestyle? Dead or in jail. We know that for fact. We know that for a fact. Because guess what, D? I'm a product of that. I've been to the joint. I said, you've been to the joint. That's a common thing in our neighborhood. So now we got to find the real solution to help our people out of the condition that we in. Watch this, D. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 20. And thou, the Lord, give you the bread of adversity.
Because the first question I asked you, right? What's going on in our neighborhoods, right? You said the gang violence, right? The dope dealing, the killing, the robbing, the stealing, right? Watch what God said about his chosen people. Because believe it or not, D, what's your race, D? You know why you say that, D? And we got to be real with each other. Because we ask our people that question all the time, and guess what they say? They'll hesitate. I'm black. I'm African. The reason why you said, because we really don't know who we are. But your brothers out here to show you tonight, bro, we are God's chosen people.
That's right.
The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And we are greater than what they told us. And that's what we are here to show you, D. Watch what the Lord said about his chosen people, D. Watch this.
And the water of affliction.
Read it from the top again.
Verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction.
So ain't the black man catching hell in America? That's facts, right? No matter where you go. West Palm, Miami, Broward, Chicago, New York. Guess what? The black man is catching hell. But that's what the Lord say. You know why we catching hell, D? Because we broke God's commandments, right? We continue to rob, right? To hate each other, to sleep with our sisters without marrying them. You married, D? You got kids though, right? Are you with your kid's mother? You with her, right? You love her? How long y'all been together? 3 years, right? So do you agree that the word love, because you say you love her, right? Do you agree that love is an action word? So what are your actions towards that sister to show her that you truly love her? What is love in your mind? But think about this, D. Think about this, right? You say, I love her, but I really don't know what love means. Do that make sense, D? Watch this, D. Keep read on where you at. Read on.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teacher.
God say what?
Thy eyes shall see thy teacher.
That's what you're looking at right now. You're looking at the real men of the Lord that's going to stand up in the neighborhood, the neighborhoods that we come from. Because guess what? You're looking at brothers that come from the streets. We live that life. So now we coming back in the neighborhood to show our brothers, listen, bro, smoking that cigarette, you defiling your body. You destroying your body, bro. Right? Because let me ask you a question, D. What does it say on the pack of those cigarettes? All praises to the Most High, you throw that away. But guess what, D? When you leave, you got something in your pocket? Be real with me, D. Then what? You got the pack in your pocket? Pull the pack. I want you to read what it says on the pack, D. D, hold up, D. I want you to, because guess what, D? We out here to show our brothers the right way to go. Because we live that life, bro. Read on. Watch what the Lord say.
And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
God say what?
This is the way.
We showing the black man that this is the way. Right? God say what?
This is the way. Walk ye in it.
Do what?
Walk ye in it.
Not like the Christian pastor. They read the Bible all day long. But guess what? They don't do nothing what the Bible say. Read that last part again.
Walk ye in it.
God say do what for the black man?
Walk ye in it.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16.
You know.
D, what I'm showing you, bro, because first let's get love and then come to 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 16. Because believe it or not, right? Your brother's coming on the corner showing you, bro, listen, cigarettes, you poisoning your body. Weed, you poisoning your body. Guess what that's called, D? That's called true love.
Right.
Our people don't know what love is. We'll say, yeah, bro, I love you, bro. I'm going to ride for you. I'm going to die for you. But guess what? We'll sit back and sell our brother dope, right? We'll sit back, sleep with our brother girl. That's not love. Watch what the Bible say love is, D.
This is the book of John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of God.
God say what?
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
Read verse 2.
Verse 2. But this we know, that we love the children of God.
Question, D, do you got love for your people? What do you do to show your people that you love them? Watch this, D. So what we got to do now, right? God has given us the definition of what real love is, right? Read that part again.
But this we know, that when we love the children of God,
this is how we show that we love the children of God, your own people, right? This is how we do that. How we do that?
When we love God,
we do what?
Love God and keep his commandments.
And do what?
Keep his commandments.
Because you know what God's commandments say? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
You know,
these are God's commandments, and this is how we love our neighbor as we love ourselves, right? Showing our brother, hey, D, bro, if you keep smoking those cigarettes, you are poisoning your body, right? That's true love. Read on.
For this is the love of God, that we keep.
So what we going over, D, is true love, right? Because our people don't know what that is. Because guess what? D, you would say, because we live that life, right? We can relate to our people. D, check this out, right? You would say that, you know what? I love my people. But let's say a brother walk by, step on your shoe, keep walking and don't say excuse me. That's not loving your people. So what I'm trying to show you is that we'll say we love our people, but deep down inside our heart, we truly don't love our people. Because if you really love that brother and he stepped on your shoe, damn, bro, what's going on? Everything all right with you? The first step won't be to put hands on him or to pull out a pistol. That's not love, bro. You know what that's called, D? That's called hatred, bro. Let me ask you a real question, D. Why you walk like that? What happened to you? You got shot up, right? So think about that, right? And believe it or not, D, that's going on with a lot of our people. Why did you get shot up? D, I want you to be real with me, D. This your brother right here. Be real with me, D. Why did the brothers come through? What, it was a drive-by? What happened? Be real with me, D, so we can deal with it, bro. Because believe it or not, fam, we out here for you, bro. We out here for you, bro. What happened, bro? Talk to me. Club, right? What was going on in the club? What that's that reveling in the New Testament?
1 Peter 4:3.
1 Peter 4:3. Watch this, D, because think about this, right? What's going on in the clubs, D? Like what? What do primarily we go to the club for? What we doing at the party though? We getting drunk. We popping pills, right? We got pistols in the trunk. We getting on coke, right? We looking for the next chick to smash, right? You know what that is, D? That's evil.
Right.
So guess what? If we go in an environment where there's nothing but evil going on, what can we expect to happen? Go ahead. D, we was them same brothers in the club. We know what go on in the club, D. Check this out, D. Cause I said evil, right? You say, hold on. What you mean evil? I'm going to hang out. I'm going to have a good time. Watch this, D.
To have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
We have did what?
Wrought the will of the Gentiles.
Guess what, D? Who you think we learned to smoke cigarettes from?
Bring it up.
Who taught us that?
Bring it out.
Read that part again.
To have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
The who?
The will of the Gentiles.
Hold that what you got. Psalms 106, I think it's verse 36 or 34. Watch this. I'm going to show you where we learned that from, bro. Because guess what? God's chosen people are not supposed to be living like that. Right? Everything we do in this society, celebrate their holidays. Right? Sleep with our sisters without getting married. What? Pop pills. Right? Get high, get drunk. Guess where we learned that from? The so-called white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of. The same man put chains and shackles on our neck. The same man that told us Jesus Christ was a white man. The Bible finna show you who taught us that. Read what you got.
Book of Psalms, chapter 106 and verse 35. But when mingled among the heathen.
We did what?
Mingled among the heathen.
Guess what, D? God's chosen people, we mingle with the other nations. We mingle with the so-called white man. We mingle with the so-called Chinese man. The Arab man. Right? We mingle with all these different nations, right? And what happened when we did that?
And learned their works.
We did what?
Learned their works.
What the black man did?
What learned their works.
We learned their works. Guess what their works is? Going out to the club partying, right? Sleeping around from women to women to women, right? What's going on in America today? A man can marry another man. A woman can marry another woman. Who passed those laws? The so-called white man. That's where we learn how to smoke cigarettes, how to smoke weed, how to go to the club and hang out. But guess what? That's evil, bro, according to the Bible.
Right.
Read on.
And they served their idols.
We did what?
Served their idols.
That's why, D, you said, that's a lie, that's wrong. But a lot of our grandmothers and grandfathers, guess what they do? Christ is a white man. They got this picture hanging up in their house. That's a lie, bro. So go back to where you was at. Read what you got.
Book of 1 Peter chapter 4.
We dealing with the part where you say, I'm just going to hang out, right? I'm just going to club to have a good time, right? Watch what God said about that. Read that from the top again.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time past of our life, many suffers us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
Everything we do in this society, guess where we learned it from? The other nations. Read on.
When we walked in lasciviousness.
We did what?
Walked in lasciviousness.
Walk in lasciviousness. Guess what? Sleeping with our sisters without getting married. A lot of our young brothers homosexuals today, sodomites, right? You see what they pushing in the media? Lil Nas X, what he doing? Guess who learning that, D? Our sons and daughters. Read on. Lust. What? Lust. Lust. What is lust, D? Let me ask you a question, D. The sister that you say you sleeping with, right? You say you love her, right? Are you faithful to that one sister? How long you been faithful to her? Be real, D. Be real, bro. We men. You see that, D? You know why you laughing? You haven't been faithful, bro. That's reality, bro. Read that part again.
Walking in lasciviousness, lust.
Lust. You know what that's called, D? That's called lust. So what we got to do, we got to come back to understanding that you're not an African American. You're not a Haitian. We are God's chosen people, and we got to begin to bethink ourselves. Change the way we living. Read on.
Excess of wine.
Do what?
Excess of wine.
Do you get drunk? What you mean a little something, something? Be real. Are we supposed to be getting drunk? No. No. So like I said from the beginning, right? That's real. You know what that is, D? That's in the Bible.
You know.
Thus said the Lord. Keep reading where you at, and we're going to deal with that.
Revelings.
What?
Reveling.
Revelings. You know what revelings going into? Those parties where they getting drunk, where they popping pills, and guess what's the outcome of that? How many of our people you think get shot, get hit up in the club? All the time. So what God is showing you, that's the wrong environment for you to be in. So even from that experience, bro, when you got hit, right? You supposed to, as a man, right, that got understanding, you supposed to, you know what? I shouldn't be doing that, bro. Because you see what happened to you the first time. You know what I mean? Like who's to say the next time you lose your life? God forbid. So God is trying to show you, believe it or not, that's a warning from God, bro. That's a warning from God, bro. And you got to take heed because guess what? How many kids you got? A son? Guess what? Guess who that young man look up to? So what does that mean? You got a big responsibility, bro.
Right.
So if you in the club playing Russian roulette with your life, that's not thinking about your son, bro, because anything can happen to you out here. So guess what you got to do? You know what? I got to leave that life alone. I was already living that life one time. I got hit. Guess what? That's a warning from God. So you got to be mindful of these things, right? So God say reveling is evil. Clubbing is evil. You can get no good out of that, bro. Nothing good come out of that. Go ahead. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. So what we trying to show you, D, check this out, bro. What we trying to show you, right? We was in that mindset one time too. If a brother did something to me or the dudes I hung out with, guess what I wanted to do? We going to slide back through and hit the whole block up. But guess what, D? We can no longer do that. Why you think that happened to us? Why you think this happened to us? Deuteronomy 28 and 15 and then come back to where you at. Why did this happen to us, D? Because in slavery, they had chains on our neck, right? Shackles on our feet. They raped, robbed our mothers, our sisters, right? They hung the black man on trees, right? Why did these things happen to us, D? Watch this, D. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord.
So to bring you up to speed, right? This is your forefather, Moses, who is a black man according to the Bible. He's telling our ancestors when we came out of Egypt, if y'all don't listen to God and do what?
Hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
D, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? He says a what? No, it ain't. Slavery is not a good thing. Hey, my sister, what's going on, sis? We out here for our people, sis, to wake our people up. D, stay focused, D. This is not a good thing, bro. That's not a good thing, bro. So what we showing you, for us not keeping God's commandments, we went into slavery, right? For us not keeping God's commandments, we are at the bottom of society. Now watch one of God's commandments, because you said something about revenge, right? Watch this.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
We shall not do what?
Hate thy brother in thy heart.
We should not hate our brothers in our heart. D, check this out, D. Me and you, right? You a so-called black man, I'm a so-called black man, right? We the same people. So is it right for me to have hatred for you? But do that go on in our neighborhood? So the question is, D, what's going to change that? Watch this, D, read what you got.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
The black man shall what?
Not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Read on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
Meaning, you know what? Correct your neighbors. You see your homeboys loading up. Hey, man, we finna go hit these niggas up. Hey, bro, listen. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. That's love, bro, according to the Bible. Guess what you're doing? You saving their life. Because guess what? When they go shoot that block up, right, what's waiting on them? The prison system. The prison system is full of our brothers right now. Read on.
And not suffer sin upon them. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge.
God say the black man shall what?
Shall not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
You can't seek revenge on your people, bro. All that do, guess what we doing today? In slavery, the so-called white man was killing us, right? By the millions, guess what the white man doing now? Sitting back, watching us kill each other. The white man don't even got to do a job no more. Them niggas gonna kill each other. What you think going on in Chicago? They drop guns in our neighborhood and watch us gun each other down. Read that from the top again.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
We can't do that, bro. Read on.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
God say the black man shall do what?
Shall love thy neighbor as thyself.
If you say you got love for your people, you got to show that, bro. If you saying you going to avenge, you going to get revenge, that means you hate your people, bro.
Right.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.